Kristen, thank you very much for that very kind introduction. Kristen quickly learned that when I suggested something, it really wasn't a suggestion. That was from my FBI days. But also, good morning, Mrs. Hecht, Sister Phyllis, members of the Congregation of Sisters of St. Joseph, Mrs. Sullivan, Mrs. Crystal, faculty, parents, staff, guardians, friends, and of course, the girls of the class of 2024. It really is an honor to be here with you today. Listening to our two student speakers makes me feel that I don't know if I would have gotten into Sacred Heart in 1980. They are so accomplished. It's a great year to be graduating from Shaw. You guys rocked the street, Wall Street. You celebrated the soccer team's state championship, and Mr. Ramos was named Coach of the Year for private and parochial schools. You held another fabulous red and gold. You welcomed a new principal, Mrs. Hecht, who not only is the first lay principal in Shaw's 74 years, she brings with her tremendous experience and exciting plans for the future. There was faculty switch day, fundraising at Chipotle, of course Disney, The Little Mermaid, and let's not forget the ice cream truck. It is a really good year to be graduating from Sacred Heart. We sit here today at what's called your graduation, your commencement. They're two words with opposite meanings, describing the same event. For today is both a completion of your studies as well as a beginning, a start. As for the graduation part, you're finished. You've completed your degree. You have satisfied all the requirements, and if there is a diploma in your case, it means that you don't owe any library fines or lunch money. As for the commencement part, it is a new beginning for you, the next step. As graduates of a school that prides itself on producing women who lead with heart, you will leave here and go on to meet wonderful opportunities where you will live that motto. You will lead with heart. For your graduation, I say congratulations. Well done, good luck. Only you know how hard you worked, how disciplined you had to be. For all of that, you should be very, very proud, girls. Be thankful for all the support you've had along your journey, the support of your community, and the support of your loved ones who sacrificed and gave of their time and energy to help you through the past 4 years. For your commencement, your new journey, I wish I could tell you what the future will bring. We had a lot of gadgets in the FBI. It's amazing what some of them can do. The FBI's technology is sophisticated, expensive, and at times the stuff of spy movies. Although I probably should say we never did have a shoe phone because it would get wet when you stepped in puddles. But with all of that technology, the FBI still can't predict the future. But not knowing what the future will bring will not slow you down on your journey, because whether you realize it or not, you have been prepared by Shaw and for whatever comes next. As I look back over the almost 45 years since I graduated from Shaw, I've come to realize that many of the life skills, values, and abilities I've come to rely on in my life, I learned during my time at Shaw. 3 of these things really stand out to me. They are resilience, self-confidence, and having a deep faith. First, resilience. Shaw graduates are difficult to keep down. We withstand challenges, and we learn and we grow from them. We face difficulties head-on, and we don't crumble in their wake. Resilience, having strength of character, is a crucial ability to have. It's important for your mental health and your relationships. I always wanted to be an FBI agent. It was my dream. When I first went to apply for the FBI, I was told, and this is a quote, that I was utterly and completely unqualified. I didn't crumble. I didn't quit. I found out what I needed to do to become qualified. I did it, and 4 years after graduation, I entered the FBI and had an incredible 25-year career. You, class of 2024, have resilience in spades. You started high school during an unprecedented time in modern history. COVID was widespread, a vaccine was months away, and schools needed to decide to go in person or remote. It was your first principal, Sister Gina Moore, who in her always graceful way said girls needed to learn in person, that it wasn't only book learning that was important, but also social and emotional learning, and the girls needed to build connections. So the administration, and especially the faculty, made it work. But it was you who made it a success. It wasn't perfect, but it was the right thing to do. You pushed ahead, you didn't quit, you adapted to last-minute policy changes, sometimes going remote, sometimes being in the classroom, and you learned. And not only did you learn, you connected with each other. You formed friendships. As you go through life, you will need resilience. You won't always get the job you want. You will sometimes fail. You will have your heart broken. You won't get into the sorority. You will lose the game. You will lose the part to another girl. And when those things happen, you will realize you are resilient. You learn to be at Shaw, and you will realize that it will all be okay. Second is self-confidence. Shaw has instilled in you a confidence that distinguishes you among others. You may not realize it, but you came to Shaw maybe only knowing a few girls, maybe not even knowing anyone. You asked yourself, will I fit in? What club should I join? Am I smart enough? Am I good enough to make the team? And over 4 years, Shaw's faculty encouraged you to try different things, to move out of your comfort zone, to accept yourself, and as importantly, to accept one another. Don't worry about failure, just try. And try you did. You received a congressional certificate in history and civics. You participated in grandparents' liturgy. You were published in the Journal of High School Science and the Journal of Emerging Investigators, which I thought was about emerging FBI agents, but it's about scientists. 4 of you earned science research awards at the Long Island Youth Summit. You were one of the top 4 mock trial teams in Nassau County, and NCC convention winners, and basketball champions, and swimming champions, and you made it to the cross finals. I could go on and on. You have exhibited over and over again that Shaw confidence. To be confident, you also need to be able to express your thoughts and opinions, both verbally and in writing. No matter how much technology we have in the world, we will always need people who can communicate. After 9/11, the assistant director of the FBI said someone needed to go to the Situation Room at the White House to brief the FBI's investigation. The only thing was that you couldn't bring anything with you. Not a phone, not a computer, not a pad, not a notebook. The only thing you could do is bring one piece of paper with you. He said, anyone can tell this story in 60 pages, but someone will need to do it on 1 page. Well, thanks to Shaw and Dr. Minogue, I ended up in the Situation Room of the White House, which, by the way, is much smaller than it is on TV. They have clocks on the wall that says every time, and then it said Bush, so that was what time it was wherever President Bush was. And in this very serious meeting, I looked at the clock and I thought, what if we ever have a president named Miller? Will it always be Miller time? Sure. I know the girls don't know what Miller time is. This confidence that you and I have are part of who we are. It propels us to do great things in life. Your time here at Shaw has been fostered under the education mission of the Sisters of St. Joseph, to develop compassionate, confident students rooted in the gospel of Jesus who use their exceptional academic and leadership skills to address the needs of our time. There may be times you are doubting yourself on the inside, but the world will see you are a confident woman, and they will follow your lead. And girls, we need you to take the lead, to tackle the issues that we're all going to face in the future. How will we use AI to help better society? Who will fix this divisive country? Can we reverse climate change? If there are a group of people who can be an intricate part of the solution of these solutions, they are sitting right here on this stage. Tap into this Shah confidence, exercise it, trust your abilities, your judgments, your gut, and you will do great things. And finally, the third, faith. Shah has shown you, and it will forever be part of your life, the importance of faith, giving service to others, and friendship. You have spent the past 4 years in an environment committed to inclusive love, justice, and peace. Those are not just words. You actually live it. I had the privilege of meeting with 2 of your classmates, Jackie Bodicombe and Elizabeth Darcy, and talking about what makes your class unique. What struck me was their comments about how, while you all had different interests, you are truly happy for and proud of each other and each other's accomplishments. Being happy for and helping others is a wonderful trait to have. It makes the world just a little bit nicer. You have made many friends at Shah. Some of these friendships will last forever. Hold on to those friendships because they are priceless. I am still close friends with a number of girls I met in high school. These relationships are precious to me because we have been through the good and the bad together and have learned to lean on each other. In conclusion, I encourage you to go out into this world and unleash your self-confidence. Stay resilient. Never give up, no matter how hard it gets. Continue to grow your faith and do for others, for no other reason that it's the right thing to do. And hold tight to the bonds and friendships you've made at Shah. Go out, lead with heart, change some part of the world for better. Don't ever tarnish your name or your soul. Live doing what is right and show everyone watching and listening what a Shah woman can do. Congratulations.